Make sure you find a stud. Well, I'm using command strips, so I don't think studs matter there. But if you're looking for a stud, I think
Ooh.
Wow,
there's
you're on
one.
early.
Oy. Oh, that hurt. Let's jump in. Classy. 2 on 2 is 5. Thank you. Okay, Nursel. Singing singer in the game of singers. Bow, bow, bow. I always feel like you have a different background. Always carrying your gear around. We moved, so now we have another one. Your forearm vascularity is impressive. Climber grip strength. Yeah, forearms get nasty from climbing. They just get so, because it's just so much in there. Thanks, Iowa. All right, let's jump into the Hell Barbarian. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Lemon here, and today we're doing the Hell portion of the Let's Play guided playthrough of the Singer Barbarian. So at this point, we have gone through normal and nightmare. You should be somewhere between level like 55 and 70, something like that. My character is level 60. Of course, you can spend that time leveling up, adjusting the player's command. We saw that the Barbarian was singing through Nightmare Baal waves pretty easily. And we even were up at like players 5, players 7 for some of the waves, and it was totally fine. So you should be going through there, getting those levels, getting yourself to a comfortable spot, and then we can move into Hell. So let's dive on in. We'll do a quick review of everything, and then we'll get going with this character. So first things first, we can see I have 50 strength, base dexterity, and 299 vitality, or just everything else in vitality, except we do have some points in energy. We're at 65 energy right here. You can spec out of it now that we have battle orders plus insight plus all the stuff. But the thing is, if your mercenary dies, you're gonna be back to really chugging potions and being kind of in a tougher spot, as you've seen. And this is even with me having like Mage Fist and other mana regen. So I like having some of these points in energy, because it really does just help out with the character for those mana pot crits and a little bit of more base energy there, which does get improved by battle orders. So that is our stats. If I found something like Natalia's boots or something like that that I really wanted to use, I could go up to 60 strength. And honestly, at this point, my belt is okay, but it's only 32 life. I might just go and shop a plated belt that has just like 100 to life on it, right? You can just go find one of those in Hell Act 1 there now. So that might just be a better option there. Resistance-wise, you can see we're pretty decent. Our cold res is a little bit low, and this really comes from the fact that I just don't have any resistances on my rings, on my amulet, on my gloves. So there's a lot of spots where I don't have resistances. But we do have points in natural res and stuff to kind of help out the character. For our skill tree, we're lined up like this right now. We've maxed out Warcry and Battlecry. We're starting to put more points into Taunt. And of course, you can put more points into Battle Order if you do feel like you want a little more safety. Combat Masteries, we've just got a few points around. We're up to 8 in total for Natural Resist. I think we've just put 3 points into there. And once again, that gives us 49 all res, which is very helpful for this character. And then we're just 1, 1, 1, 1 just for these, and concentrate just being the important thing right there. And leap attack for a little bit of movement if we want it. But because we have 6 points here, we could actually take this point out if we wanted and just go purely into leap. So that is our skill tree, and I actually have 1 point remaining. I will put it into taunt. And then for our gear, we're using Spirit Sword. I just have a big life amulet that I found. Lore Helm, stealth armor still, mage fist. I crafted this coral ring for some light res, a little bit of cold res, life mana on the sharkskin belt, a Nager ring that I found, and then we shopped these ruby chain boots of acceleration. And then charms are just res, MF, res, life, res, res. So not a ton of great, amazing gear. And then our teleport staff, of course. Not a ton of amazing gear or anything, but it's okay. It's good enough, and it kind of gets our character that start that he needs to just do everything. So let's go ahead and begin hell. We are level 60. And let's go ahead and get out there and see how it goes. So you can see, especially at level 60 right now, we're still going to have decent damage in like Act 1. Act 2, it'll still be okay. It'll probably start falling off a little bit after that, but that's okay. But something now that we have to look for as well is, you know, if we do run into some physical immunes, and even things like zombies right here are going to be a little bit harder to kill because they do have very high physical defense. So when you're fighting these guys, you kind of have to just make the decision, do you want to actually take the time to kill them? Do you not? Obviously we're not killing that boss as he is immune, so we will just move forward there. And we want to make sure we get our mercenary with some battle orders as well. And one thing you'll notice is Kasim actually, we actually still could stun the boss sometimes, even though he is physical immune. So that is very nice for this character. We'll make sure to keep Kasim getting a little bit of experience. And we can do Den of Evil and move forward. I am playing single player PTR right now. So the reason that I want to do the PTR right now is because there's 30% Warcry increased damage. So it's actually nice because they gave a little buff, and the mana cost is a little bit less as well. 8% cold res, we love that for us. We will keep it. And we can go down here. Now one thing I'm going to do in the Den of Evil is I'm going to actually run to the end of the Den of Evil first. I can kill maybe a couple dudes on the way. And the main reason is because I want to check and make sure Corpse Fire is not physical immune. If he is, then we'll have to re-roll. And he is not, so we're good. If he rolls Stone Skin, then he's going to be physical immune, and we wouldn't be able to kill him. Is the mana usage much better? Yeah, definitely. A lot better. Having the spirits on top of just overall where the damage is and stuff is very nice. Ooh, an Eth Grimscythe. Darn. Only 2 open sockets on it.
Impossible.
That would have been very nice.
Impossible.
Why is there a cast animation? I don't know. That's just something that exists in the game. So we'll kill the shamans, and like I said, now we can just go around, do this. If we wanted to give our mercenary a strength, we could make it right in that. And that could even be something if we want to look at doing it for maybe like ancients later.
Impossible.
Come over here, help out Kasim. Perfect.
Impossible.
Yeah, you can definitely see like mana usage is still something that we have to look out for, you know. Even with insight and everything, it's just Warcry is so mana intensive. Oops. See you there. So it gets very annoying. Is it possible to reroll open sockets? No. Once you get it, what it is what it is. That's it. His 2 Hodas preferred to spirits. Yeah, I mean, it's very nice. You're going to get a lot of resistances, which is super nice. An additional plus to skill, everything. Spirit is going to give you a little bit more with like all the mana and stuff, so early on is probably better for this, but as you get better gear, Hodos will be better in those slots.
I can't.
And any chance for Consploit to get Bear Levy? I hope so. I mean, trust me, I have talked to the devs many times, that's my feedback. To them. I think there's a zombie down there.
Not enough mana.
What's the information regarding the ladder reset? Nothing yet. We're still waiting. We're saying, Blizzard, give us something. A shield would require 156 strength. And I mean, a big thing to note really with this, you're saying, wow, this is kind of taking a while, your damage kind of sucks. Zombies and gargantuan beasts are going to have decent physical resistance, and so that's really lowering the amount of damage that we can do. So you have to kind of remember, like, it's still not amazing. Obviously our damage is going down, but we're also fighting against mobs that really are going to be pretty tanky against this kind of character. So having that, like, remembering that is honestly pretty important. Let's do... So this is a strength in the event that we want more crushing blow on our mercenary. We could give this to him, and this could be useful for, like I say, the ancients or something, just to get a little bit extra out of him there, because currently he has insight, which is nice, but has no crushing blow on it. But we'll get another point, and we'll put it into taunt, and just keep bumping up our damage. And you can see we are at 696 to 723 damage. And again, it's kind of, with these sorts of things, you need to, these sorts of skills, you need to kind of notice what mobs you're fighting.
I can't.
Because physical immune ones and high physical res like zombie and gargantuan beast are just going to be forever to kill.
Impossible.
Whereas if you're going against little Fallens and champs and that sort of stuff, it's going to be much better for the character overall. Aw, thanks. Appreciate that, Simon. Sing us a song, you're the barbarian man.
Impossible.
What are we using for boss kills? We have a crush flange currently for boss kills and our off or in our cube.
I can't.
Dual enchant.
I can't. I can't.
Stone skin. Very annoying. And another point to taunt as we hit level 61. And more points to vitality. But again, when you get away from the terrible, awful pieces, the bosses that are stone skin, the mobs that are really high physical immune, things like that, the character actually does decent. It's actually not a horrible kill time for all the experience that you're getting, all of that. Also, thank you, Green Avenger, for the sub. Oh no! Is this a dual enchant? No, he's just really strong. Good lord. This is a lot of stuff I don't like here.
I need mana.
We're gonna move forward off of that. I don't want to fight that group. It's always okay to say, nah, fam, and move on. When in doubt, just run forward.
Moo.
It's all Gucci. Thank you, Shock. 48 months. You're always welcome to just move on. So, Demon Hunters should be fine. Carvers, things should be fine. Biggest thing I'd probably be concerned about down here is like some nasty tainted groups or something. 36 life, 15 mana. Not quite good enough.
Impossible.
And
Impossible.
there's that tainted group. Alright. We got a good enough stun off.
Ooh.
De-slaughter, thank you. $23 to mana. I do like that charm as well. Mana very helpful for this character, so. Again, another solid little charm for us.
Impossible.
With good gear comes great damage. Sometimes. Unless you're playing like Inferno Source. Any point in making spirits in elite sword bases? Nope. Because I'm not swinging the spirits, right? The spirits are purely decorative. Purely being used for their plus to skills and mana and all of that stuff, but I'm not actively swinging them. So without that, it doesn't matter. Thanks, Stannard. Yep. And that's true for every caster thing, which also is helpful for a lot of casters. They don't have to really worry about as many requirements on any of that. They never need to upgrade their bases or anything. It doesn't matter unless there's specifically some, like, this is required. Wow. What was that? Oh, it was lightning. Cold enchanted. So at this point, you're also beginning to see those dual enchants really stack up. And our Mercenary has really nasty resistances. 1726. And he doesn't really have a good armor and helm either. So finding him something better is always possible. We can look through and just try and find... see if we see anything. Also, you can find stuff like a heavy belt of the whale. So you can do that if you'd like. Now, of course, it is going to be one less potion slot, but you know, that's always not the worst thing for a big boost in life. And we can look for a plated belt of the whale as well. But if we could find ourselves like a 3 open socket helmet, that's what I honestly would love to get for him, as that'll be a really big boost. Or just even more life and some sort of helm, whatever it is, or armor. But he really does need resistances, which is why I would love to find a multi-open socket helm for him. Artisans.
What you need?
Let's do this for now and get him a little more cold res. Still doesn't solve all the stuff. Yeah, but basically getting him a 3 open socket helm and then putting like Ral Ort Thol in it, and all of a sudden he gets big resistances. It's really going to help him out. Also, he has another open socket in his armor, so we could put something there with, you know, like a Ral rune or something in that to give him even more res, and it'll really help him out because, like I say, where he's actually dying is just on the dual enchants. Whenever there's like a lightning, cold enchanted, something like that, he just can't tank it, right? It's just too much for him because his resistances are too low. So looking for a way to help him out there would be very nice. So we have Black Marsh there. If we want, we can totally run around and do tower in the Black Marsh as well. So let's go ahead and do one tower and see how it goes. Just for the sake of doing one for the fun. Maybe we'll drop something really sick, like an Umrun or something. Any plans to try Lost Ark? No immediate plans for it.
I can't.
Got so much D2 content to do. Oh god, again with the dual enchants. It's just so much damage. Especially because our resistances are just not great.
Thanks.
This is like why hell is so much hell. This is one of the reasons. Because bosses in normal will spawn 1 modifier, in nightmare will spawn 2 modifiers, and in hell will spawn 3 modifiers. Ooh, gem shrine. So when you get those 3 modifier rolls, it just gets so gross. Let's make this. Okay, another perfect amethyst, which means we can try another crafted caster Ami. Maybe we can get something really cool.
Impossible.
And there's our tower.
I can't.
Extra strong, but nothing else really here. And just keep them stunned and we're good.
I can't.
Excuse me.
I can't.
I don't want 12 archers just randomly hitting me from the side. And that's always, again, something beautiful about this. One, you can do stuff like just taunt whatever you want if you want to use taunt more. And you can just taunt things over to you. 2, you can just run over to stuff and just stun it. Or kill it if you want, right? Either way. You really get a lot of flexibility with this character in that way. And that's definitely one of my favorite parts.
Impossible.
I'm more the just run over and kill style, but to each their own. Alright, and level 5.
Ooh.
Thank you, Bards. Thank you, D-Slaughter. Lightning enchanted. No, mercenary. Now we can run into all the mana issues. And we have physical immunes in here, so we do need to be careful. And this is where we can just teleport over to avoid them if we would like. Lightning enchanted, fire enchanted. Let's go get a little bit of health. We are running out. Perfect. And we leveled up. More vitality, another point in taunt. Tal tier. Alright. Nothing great. It's okay. We gave it a try. But, once again, you can see the Barbarian can compete in these areas. So, we can actually go and let's jamble another amulet.
Help you?
That's actually a lot of my gold. Worth it. Put it in there. Amethyst, jewel, Ralrune. Craft away. 1 to barb skills. Hey, look at that. We like those. Seated. Streamer. And there you go. And this is why crafting is fun. Additionally, we get a little bit of cold res, which is actually something I'm lacking. And then you get, of course, the mana and the FCR and the regen mana. We'll drop a little bit of life. But, of course, gaining skills on this character is always great, as it boosts your durations, your damage, the amount of life and mana that you're gaining, your resistances a little bit, your speed, your combat mastery, your concentrate, I mean everything, right? Plus the skills does so much for this kind of character, so. And yeah, we have a lot of life anyways. I do need some gold, so we can go ahead and sell some random things for gold.
When I fled,
and this is also where if you're really lacking on gold, you can go and pick up gold in just some random places by picking up a couple of items here and there, right? Okay. Just checking around. So, like we talked about before, things to pick up can be like scepters. You can pick up, you know, wands. Any heavy armors are going to be worth a lot. Elite armors, things like that. There's really such a large amount of things to go and grab. Rune scepter right there. Probably worth 30 grand. 35 grand. So that right there pays for our mercenary and some, you know. So just that sort of stuff.
rest assured, viewer, your crafting will never be as lucky as llamas.
That's not true. I'm sure every one of my viewers just crafted themselves a plus barb amulet. Drink your potions. Stay alive, Kasim. Like I said, you can taunt them all to get closer to you as well, if you would like. Even stuff like a bearded axe can have some monetary value on it, right? Just once you get to hell, a lot of items, when you get to like elite exceptional bases, things like that, are just really gonna have okay amount of value on them. So it's actually super nice. You won't get the +2 modifiers for a while, so. And that's 20,000, and that's only 15. Doesn't really have a lot. 1,500, but gold is gold. And 11 poison res. We'll take it for now. And I'm gonna get a few more health pots as it feels like we need some more health potions. Let's continue. And again, I'm already level 62 at this point, so if I really want, I could just go straight all the way to Ancients and only do like the stuff that has to be done. But because this is a playthrough, we're doing a little bit of Let's Play, we're having a little bit of fun, I don't mind like going through and killing a couple more things, leveling a little bit more, and really just showing you guys once again that like this isn't just going to be something where you have to cheese everything completely, you know. You can actually just play the game, kill a lot of stuff, and have fun with this character and level up and all of that, and it's still just going to be great, right? And we'll go here. If you want to get the Malice for another imbue, totally fine. Also, there's some physical immune. There's some cold fire enchant. I'm just going to go forward, and I'm going to teleport so that our mercenary actually gets ahead. Additionally, a problem for Kasim right now is he doesn't have any life leech still. So getting him some life leech, if I found, you know, some sort of nice helm for him, would actually be really nice. Or armor, I mean anything for just a little bit of life leech.
Impossible. Impossible.
So that is one unfortunate piece right now is he just doesn't quite have that. And there's a polished wand, probably worth good money. And again, anything with physical immune, we just avoid it. We just avoid physical immune. There's no reason whatsoever for us another soul rune. No reason for us to care. Grim shields are worth good money. Flawless rubies, good money. And we'll kill some old dudes. Soul rune, honestly worth a little bit of money as well. Yeah, we could go gamble a life leech circlet or something. But I also do want to get him some resistances, so... You know what actually might be the best thing to do? I have a 3 open socket breastplate, I believe, unless I accidentally trashed it. I could just give him that and then just put some runes in that. I was kind of hoping to save that for like treachery or something, but you know. If we really do want to get him a little bit more of that survivability.
Moo?
Oh man, I woke up later than you today.
Wow, Raggeds, what? Thank you very much for 62 months.
I can't.
Probably change the sound to 10%. Yeah, some people don't like the shouting. I think it's cute. You know, it's a fun little thing.
So cold and damp.
It's fun to hear them shout it out. Ooh, somebody in there is nasty.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
No.
Impossible.
Yeah, he really needs to get some life leech fast.
I can't.
Because you can also see his damage is now starting to fall off as well a little bit in hell. And so the longer he really has to sit with mobs, the tougher it is.
I can't.
But his primary reason is not to be here just for
I can't.
damaging. His primary reason is to be here for giving us meditation from insight.
Impossible.
Now at this point you can decide if you again want to get the waypoint. I would recommend it just for safety purposes at the very least. Also, we will go back and do another point and taunt.
Impossible.
And more vitality. But kind of up to you how you wish to do it. And kill a couple more dudes. Perfect.
Impossible.
Ooh, somebody's nasty in here.
Impossible. Impossible.
Kasim.
Can't. I can't.
That's so gross.
Thanks. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, a rare Luna is also good gold. Ow. Oh, being cursed with extra strong is not helping.
Not enough mana.
There we go.
I am overburdened. I need mana.
Whew. And there's our waypoint. Nasty in there.
Hello.
It's madness.
Yes.
But big money, 35,000. Keep that for crafting, 7,000. 3,500 if we want. Lots of gold to go around. And again, we'll get more health potions. That shaman was resin like mad. Let's check up here, though I do feel like it is right there actually. Yeah. Level 3. And see where things take us. Also, if you are playing with a shared stash, if you're afraid of losing your gold when you die, you can put your gold in your shared stash and it won't be lost. However, to ever use it, you have to pull it out of the shared stash. So, zombies are high physical, and so are ghoul lords. So I don't really care to fight either of those. It's gonna be a long time. Fort Rune.
Impossible.
And where is level 4? Again, don't really care for that. There's level 4. So, Endarial time. First thing I like to do is just clear out the area. Fire, lightning enchant. Classic. As it is just very helpful for this character to not have to deal with all of the extra stuff when you're trying to hone in on Endariel.
Impossible. I can't carry
So I can do that. And a nice thing you can also learn is you can just shut the door. And then the mobs stay out there. We'll bring our mercenary in here. And our mercenary is also most likely going to die. Such is life. Can also taunt to bring that mob away from Endariel. And kill right here. And now, we can just have us versus Endariel straight up.
Moo.
Remember to use Warcry or Battle Cry as well. Thank you, knives. And like I say, Kasim's probably gonna die. Poison damage is just too much usually. But that's okay. Okay.
Making sure Daddy Boz is doing his bit for Mr. Llama.
Thank you, Brian. And it's always, you know, a little slow. But with the crushing blow, you will be in a good enough spot. You can slowly whittle her down. And for Endurial, you can really kind of go where you want with lowering their health, kind of. As you get to like Baal and stuff, you're probably going to really want to get them down low. But the shouting on this actually can do okay. We'll get some more healing. And we can chug antidote potions in the same vein of thawing potions before. And we'll just fill up on those. And similar idea. Set up a safety TP. Make sure we have battle cry on. Make sure our battle orders are on. And you can see now with those antidote potions, we're really able to tank up pretty well against her poison damage. She's just doing physical right now, but... Mega Hammer! Slow and steady. And whenever you feel ready, you can switch over into shouting to finish her off. So once again, is this the best boss killer build? Not at all. This build is definitely for AoE on groups of mobs, not really for taking down a boss extremely quickly. However, if you don't mind spending a few minutes farming, this is definitely somewhere that you can go, and you know, Hell Endurial obviously is one of those bosses that is fantastic for farming, right? So, takes a few minutes, but if you have time, if you don't mind, if you enjoy the grind of it, all of that, this is a great place to pick up some more of that loot. Even better loot table than, you know, a lot of the other places, and so highly recommended. And unique ring. Just like that. You got yourself an SOJ. How simple is that?
Let the gate be opened.
Congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. You are now done with Act 1 Hell.
Hello.
Doing great. Doing great.
Good day.
Aw, it's a dwarf. Which is still not bad. We get fire absorb 15%. We get the magic damage reduced by 12. And we get 40 to life. So we will go ahead and pop that bad boy on. Still not terrible. No SOJ though. I can grab some more potions here.
How may I help you?
We can take a look around again, just kind of see what's for sale. Is anything superb we want to give to our mercenary? Could have been a second 15% Nagel. Don't you curse us. I guess I did get rid of the breastplate. Rip.
Sup Mr. Llama SC, appreciate your work. Holla from Germany.
Thanks, Nike. And we can begin Act 2. So, moving on out. Stony Tomb is actually a great place to go down if you want to get a little more experience. But there's a lot of nice mobs out here and stuff that we can kill for a little bit extra EXP as well.
I am over.
Coronet is nice. And I'm gonna actually put that there. I want taunt.
Impossible.
Find a 3 open socket at Wormhide. I mean, that'd be nice. Burnt 1 for more gold. So much gold to go around. That is one thing I do love about Hell, is there's just so many items that when you pick them up, they're just going to be worth a lot of gold. Plain and simple.
I can't.
See, you find them annoying, I find them relaxing. Music to my ears.
I am overburdened. Impossible.
Now, there's also a lot of cursing that does happen in Hell, which is kind of a difficulty, one of the harder pieces about it. But, yeah, just kind of keep moving forward. Wells are your friend for clearing those curses. And there are tons and tons of boss groups in Hell. This is also a big change. So that's always something to remember, is be careful. But yeah, you can always find some nice boss groups. I actually want to check down here really quick. Grab with 100 gifted subs. Wow.
I can't carry anymore.
Poggers. Figured it out. That's for 3rd place this season in the Thursday night football. Good job, everybody. Good job for those who participated in the Thursday night football. We got 3rd place overall. Oh wait, we gotta put on our
Impossible.
teleport staff.
I can't.
Let's go sell some things. A lot of money.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sell, 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 sell. Store a couple things over there. And, oh, we have this armor as well to sell. Ooh, 2 open socket. Okay. We'll put that on our Mercenary instead. But he does lose the 55 life, though. Never mind, I guess it's better to go that way. We'll sell it. And let's give him an Ort rune. Just something. I just want him to have some more light res for right now.
Impossible.
Just want a little bit. And we'll get another point into taunt.
I can't.
And more vitality. Beetles are wonderful, but we also do have to be careful,
Impossible.
as beetles are deadly with their lightning. So always be careful with what sort of things spawn. What the monster affixes spawn on them with, because it can get very disgusting very quickly. Oh yeah, lots of the speedruns have changed in a variety of ways. Because you have to remember, beetles are just inherently lightning enchanted, so now if you spawn a beetle that is like fire enchanted or cold enchanted, even just solo with that, it now becomes cold lightning enchanted, or cold, like right there. That mob is, Beetle Burst is just cold enchanted, but now he is cold lightning enchanted because of just the inherent lightning enchant that he has. So you have to be very careful. So let's go find ourselves a waypoint. And then we can do Maggot Lair. Dive in on this group. And again, like I said, you can see the damage of this character is actually not bad. It just really comes down to what you're fighting and trying to kill. That's really just the main piece. If you're attacking mobs that have high physical defense and resist, like a Ghoul Lord, good luck. You're just not going to have a fun time at all. It's just going to take forever to kill it. Yeah, I'm on players 1.
I can't.
If you're attacking stuff that, you know, kind of a lot of other mobs in the game, 1, you get to stun them all, which is super nice, but damage is actually not terrible.
I can't.
How much gear do you need to farm Travi with this build? I mean, your Mercenary is probably going to die until he gets stacked up. So if you stack up your Mercenary, then you can be pretty fine. But, you know, we can go look and see how it is. Have I moved back to my parents' basement? Oh my god. One time you live in your parents' basement for a few months.
Yo Llama, coming from YouTube. It's good to finally catch you on stream for real.
Ridiculous.
You've given me tons of D2 knowledge which has been invaluable.
Aw, thank you.
Woot.
Thank you, Zulf and Rubicon.
How may I help you? Join my army of the dead.
I like teleporting TBH. Sork is the only one who can do it without needing items. Everything is second since I enjoy teleporting so much. But
yeah, but I mean,
I do enjoy watching you play Barb.
You get a little telly bit on a staff and boom, I'm just like a sorceress.
Impossible.
Oh, the other times you move back home, you're in parents' attic. Look, it doesn't matter where. Oh my god. Also, physical immunes, so we just avoid them, right, chat? Right. Good job. This is why we have the telly staff. Additionally, we could always just leap if we wanted.
I can't.
If you don't have the telly staff, you can just leap your way through here.
I can't.
So another solution. Though I do highly recommend a teleport staff.
Impossible.
It will make your life a lot easier.
I can't.
Let's go this way. No. Oh god. Something in here is insane. Where is the damage? I don't even know what's so much damage, but something in here is truly awful. Let's just get out. Whew! Oof, that was nasty.
Good evening. I can't.
What do we have in here? We got this. Get a little more gold. Perfect. So you always gotta be a little careful.
Good morning.
And let's go to the Lost City. Buff up ourselves and our Mercenary. And get the Valley.
The sun has never shone here.
Somebody's mana burning here. Snakes are always scary. Thankfully, we can stun most all of them. And the bosses sometimes. I'm actually gonna look and see what's on this helm. 24 to life. And we can grab a staff. And another staff. Recommend items to start Hell on Sing Barb. I mean, honestly, here's like mine. Plus to life, faster run walk resistance, or multi-resistance. I have Mage Fist, but if not, I would probably just be using some like 30 to light res gloves I shopped. Just getting resistances in life is honestly such an important thing. Wrecked the game, thank you.
I can't.
Again, another high physical mob. Ooh, a Grand Crown. Let's go check that out. And a Gothic plate here as well. One open socket. Annoying. This is 4 open sockets though, so that's nice. We can stack some resistances or something in there for our Mercenary if we want, just to get him way higher resistance. We can also put some more life in there if we want.
Impossible.
Variety of options. Because right now there's not really many rune words for 4 open socket that I would put in there, you know? Yeah, camels still exist. Light res and fire res are your most important. Cold res is generally your least important because you can just use, well, poison res besides that, obviously. Because you can just use thawing potions to cover it. But light and fire damage are the most, like, immediate. So. Wow. Oh, cold enchant, light enchant. I should have just jumped on top. I don't know why I took the time to not. I should have just jumped up to the top. Poor choices.
It is an honor to serve you.
Sell, 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 sell. Not our brightest moment. But this is why we leave safety TPs. Which is why I did it, so I could show you the power of a safety town portal. It's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
The sun shines once again.
And
Impossible. I can't.
we'll grab our body.
Move.
Almost
Perfect.
forgot about Bezos giving you the freeze.
Thank you, Robbie.
Greetings.
Whew. Okay, make sure we put our actual amulet on. This, talk to Drognin. Make our staff. Get our mercenary. And continue forward.
I can't.
And once again, we can, you know, rush forward as much as, or as fast or as slow as we want, because we do already have the level 60 requirement. So, you always get that option, which is really nice when you need to kind of take your time to level up. It's like, oh, I do want to level more in this area, or no, I don't. Oh, jeez. I just got completely stuck. Mercenary, no.
Impossible.
I don't like any of this. I am going to move forward here. Sometimes areas with the mobs, it just stacks too poorly, you know.
One could get lost in here.
Just like archers and fanaticism and cold enchants, and we just don't need to fight all that. That's just a little too much for my liking. Now we're gonna go to the Arcane Sanctuary. So I'm actually not going to grab a mercenary immediately, because I don't really care to fight a lot of stuff down here since there are all these physical immunes. So instead, and like ghoul lords are high physical defense as well. So instead we're just going to leap through, or telly if you wish to telly. And first way,
Move.
Thanks as always for the great content.
Staining my hands
Nice
with
and
the
simple.
blood of foul saucer.
Thank you, Afmel. And again, circle is here. Crescent moon, square, sun, double down arrow, triangle, circle over moon. Try and just grab some random things with a little bit of gold.
Help me!
We can head
Ty
over
very
to
much for
Fort Dura.
guidance. You're the best. But
For
what
sure
should
we
I
did,
do with
Julian.
physical resistance? Just ignore it.
Just ignore
Can't
it.
wait for Bolt or Barb vengeance.
Just ignore it. Get the staff out.
Impossible.
And I would love a smoke or something right now. Honestly, if I could get my resistances maxed, I would just be such a happy guy.
Impossible.
I would be so happy. And I just don't want to fight against that. This is just death right here.
I can't.
So I'm actually going to teleport away even to make sure I get away from that. As conviction plus might plus beetles.
I can't.
Nah, fam, I'm okay. So, once again, that's always a very important thing. I can't repeat it enough because so many people say, Mr. Lama, Mr. Lama, I encountered a group of beetles that are conviction aura and cold light enchant, and they're standing next to a might aura boss group with extra strong and extra fast curse. and I can't kill them. And it's like, yeah, neither can I. Don't kill them. Run. Get away from here. So, just remember that.
Want to smoke? Play an assassin. Would you be willing to do an online guided playthrough? That would be awesome.
Online guided playthrough. What purpose would you like that for?
Impossible.
Oh, jeez. It's a lot of stuff in there.
It is an honor to serve you.
Good day.
Oh, for the maps.
Random maps.
Gotcha. I mean, sure, we could do random map stuff.
Run to the hills, run for your lives.
So let's go ahead and stack up on thawing and healing pots. I'll bring my mercenary in probably after. But first, he's just gonna die if he comes in on this. Most likely. So I'm just gonna come in here and clear all this stuff out. And then we can look at trying to bring our Merc in and see how he'll do there and stuff. I also really want that embossed plate. Ooh, it's ethereal. No sockets. If we wanted to socket that, we totally could, but I don't really care to. I'm just going to sell it for money.
Need some help?
I mean, slash players is a little helpful, but you can always just like farm another area again for a little more experience, so. Three, four, and remember, you can do that. I know it's crazy, Tristan. But we can also give these to our mercenary to improve his cold resistance.
Thanks. Thanks.
How neat is that? It's pretty neat. Okay, and then we'll put on Crush Flange right there. And let us go into here. And I'm actually going to go back real fast because I forgot
Hello.
we made ourselves a
I'll
strength
put that to good use.
to give to our mercenary. So he can have a little bit of crushing blow.
Oh.
Llama barbarian drama.
So now both of us have a little bit of crushing blow. I'm going to go ahead and tank Duriel. Make sure I have Warcry on as well. So now he'll be attacking me rather than my mercenary. Thank you, Average Mo. And with my decent cold res, both of us can try and get off some crushing blow shots, which can just be very helpful. So I just want to make sure that I'm standing in the way and Duriel's focusing me instead of the mercenary. So that way my mercenary can keep getting some hits off. And like I said, thankfully with our resistances and everything, we're in a pretty good spot. And with our maxed out battle cry, physical damage is just so low that we can pretty much out heal his damage. So this is another big benefit for this character, is when you have battle cry active, you are just gonna generally be crushing. I don't know. Hit me. Yeah. So Merc Bug is dead. We can no longer bug the Mercenary, so he won't get targeted at all by Duriel. But they say we can always just become the target. And I still haven't made a rhyme, so I should just go do that. Yeah, we should also do this. So, nice and easy. Get a couple more health pots. And we should be good to finish him off. And honestly, he's probably at the point where we can start yelling. Lower him down a little bit. Oh yeah, this is still the Merc from normal. I never did upgrade him to a Nightmare Mercenary with better stuff. Good call, I didn't even think about it. I mean, the Blessed Aim is nice for him still, but yeah, we should actually upgrade him. Good call. And just like that, give yourselves a clap. You are crushing your way through hell. Act 2 is done. Thank you, Jerson, with 5 gifted subs. 14 to life, Grand Charm. It's okay. It's a little bit low for all that space now. We'll sell this, and we can put our insight back on our Mercenary. And put our strength away for now. Additionally, we can go ahead and grab this out. I will morph up this.
I'll put that to good use.
And we can do Ort. Let's see what his res are right now.
I'll put that to good use.
So 1 Ort, Ral. Honestly, Ort Ral would not be a terrible combination for him. We could also just put a Ruby in for a little bit of life. Kind of get some options, which is nice.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
So that gives him 52, 50, 52. Sure, let's do it.
I'll put that to good use.
We can also decide later if we find something else. I agree. Let's leave it as such. And then we can decide later if there's something that we really want to put in there. And I'll get a couple stamina potions because Act 3 has some stamina suckers.
Good day.
And just like that though, Act 2 is completed. And we will go ahead and get a new Mercenary for even more added safety and fun.
Hello.
Another point in taunt. Another 5 vitality. Yeah, so now we're going to do an upgrade. Right? We could have done this at Nightmare Act 2, but I was stupid. I didn't think about doing it. So we're going to go here. And we're going to get either Might or Holy Freeze. Might will increase his damage, not mine though. Holy Freeze will add some safety. I believe Holy Freeze is still just going to be the better one here, as we do just want to be a little bit safer. So we'll go ahead and do that.
I'll put that to good use.
Give him those things. And it does level him up a little bit, so now he also has slightly better resistances. And that is nice.
No.
Thank you, Sir Forte. Not sure, numbers. And now we'll also go back to normal. And we'll go to Act 2 in normal, because only Act 1 and 2 are going to sell socketed items, gray items.
Welcome back.
We can come here, and we're just going to look for a 2 open socket bone shield. And we're going to put shale. Where is it? Where'd my shale rune go? There it is. Shale F. This is going to make a rhyme shield, 25 all res, a little bit of MF, blah, blah, blah. But the big thing, of course, is cannot be frozen, so that when we're on our offhand with Crush Flange and Rhyme, we're now going to have cannot be frozen as well, which is going to be helpful for Diablo, Baal, Mephisto, all of their cold hits. If Ancients have Spectral Hit or something, anything with cold like that, this is just going to be helpful for that. And we'll go back to Hell. Diablo has cold hits. And go to Act 3. And we can continue forward. More EU friendly llama. Yeah, we're gonna be EU friendly with most of our streams from now on. So get ready for it, all you EU Folkarinos. Buff our Merc up.
I can't.
And remember, kill the first boss group that you see, as that is where the Jade figurine is most always going to be.
What a strange little statue.
It rhymes, so it must be true. You're at work when I'm usually streaming now? Well, what are you doing right now? Also, who says you can't turn on a little something something in the background, right? Yeah, we'll have occasional late nights as well.
I am overburdened. I can't.
Most factories. I mean, that is fair. Pick up Demon Heart. Try and get a little gold from that. Orb's always going to be good. Good density out here. The servers that block Twitch. That's where you just use a VPN, or you figure you do your phone, or there's always some way to watch something even when it's blocked.
I can't. I can't.
Pause. Government-owned computer. That's why you never work for the government.
I can't.
But you do get a nice pension. Thank goodness for telework. Remote work is great. I always hated how so many companies and bosses, it's always like the upper management, hate remote work. Like, time and time again, it's been proven that remote work actually has more productivity and happier workers. It's like a win-win. They do more work, and they're more productive, and they're happier, because then you can work kind of more on your own terms, and then you can go and like do your errands, and then still come back and get more work done. But every middle manager, executive, CEO absolutely lose their minds at remote work.
I can't.
They're just like, nobody's doing anything. It's crazy. How dare you listen to music or watch a video while you're working because it helps you focus better. It's because the CEO can't do remote work. I mean, it probably is just they realize their jobs no longer actually have any value.
Impossible. I can't.
Their job is to just sit there and be intimidating. It never did. Yeah, but now it's more proven. Thank God for Warcry, huh? It is nasty. We're a family.
I can't.
I'm like, hey, my family's at home. Ooh. Hello, string. Okay. Now, I lose some life, but I gain 13% damage reduction. I don't hate it. Damage reduction is extremely good in this game, and that's DR %. Now, there's also damage reduced by, or magic damage reduced by 13, which is also not terrible, because things like the, pit lords with their inferno breath and stuff, this is going to, like, help detract, because every single tick of their damage is going to get that magic damage reduced. So it's not bad to have that, but the damage reduced by 13% is going to be for physical damage, and that's actually a really big percent takeoff right there. So that's really nice. Now remember, the life leech does not apply for this character, so that is not a piece at all that we care about. But other than that, fantastic. And it looks like we're gonna have a skip as well, so we're gonna get the flare jungle right here, which is really nice. And you can see, whew, already that magic damage.
I can't.
Let's go there. Grab this.
I can't.
Move forward. Wow. It's a nice little find. Get rid of that. Does DR only affect physical? Yes.
I can't.
It's only a physical damage reduction. But again, it's a percentage. So it ends up being just a lot of damage.
Impossible.
Grand Charm.
Impossible.
And it's also a Demonite Sash, which means again we're up to 16 potions instead of 12, which is always just a little bit nicer. When is Act 6? I'm not even gonna troll.
Impossible.
There's no Act 6. You just got a Sur rune? That's what happens when you follow the channel. If you subscribed, it would have been a Burr rune. So I've heard.
I need mana.
I don't make the rules. This is also a great place for the Barbarian, by the way. Shout Barb and Flare Jungle. 1, it's decent experience. 2, there's good density. But they're just pretty weak as well, so you can really just pick up a lot of experience out here for not too much. Pretty nice.
I sub every month and get my beer rune on time every time.
There you go. Straight from the mouth of a subscriber.
His firm denial means there is an Act 6 in the works. Otherwise he'd still be trolling, guys.
And another point into taunt. You're gonna get me in trouble with Pez again.
I can't.
Pez Mez.
Impossible.
What's so annoying? Your attitude? Oof. Got him. Maybe try enjoying life instead of making it miserable for yourself. 32 to life. Not going to be quite as good. I'll keep going. Ooh, extra fast.
I can't.
Don't die.
I can't.
If I get in trouble, you'll go and strike for me? Thanks. If I could build a 6th act, what would it be? I don't know. Barbarians in space.
Wait,
A
Mr.
water
Llama
level?
is not playing a game that I enjoy? Despicable. How dare you, Llama? Lol, Mr. Llama love.
Stay alive, buddy. I mean, I've always thought going into, like... Ooh, that's some damage. Hell somewhere. Or going not into hell, I mean into the heavens would be cool. If they had like an archangel class and all that stuff. But that's kind of like what Diablo 3 is. But then again, Diablo 3 doesn't exist, so it hasn't been done yet.
Join my army of the dead.
Act 6 will be a water level and all quests are escort missions, where whoever you need to escort walks faster than you but runs slower than you.
Right. They move at the speed that is always where you have to stutter step. Because that's what everybody loves.
This holy blade does not belong in the hands of the soccer room.
The worst. Good ring? Ah, 19 to strength though. Man. If I needed strength, this would be fabulous. 13 Cauldras as well. We'll trash that. We'll keep those. I like this D3. Does that make you despicable? No, it just makes you wrong.
Yes.
Just kidding. It's fine. You can like D3. I just, you know, for me it's just not a Diablo game, but the game overall is fine. If you want to just play a game, I think there's enough to it. I enjoyed it for, you know, I probably got about 50 hours of entertainment out of it. And then eventually I just was tired and I was bored of it and I was done. But, you know, I got 50 hours out of it. That's not a bad amount of time. I felt like the first few hours were with the leveling weren't great, but once I kind of started getting to the part of building it up, I felt like it was a good time. And then once I kind of hit, you know, Paragon like 600 or something, I was just like, okay. Now it's just getting repetitive and not in a way that I, you know, did like.
I need a key.
As always, we have the super chest. Whenever you find these fires in the lower crust,
It's locked.
There's some racks around there. You've got,
Impossible.
you know, the chests. If you want to get keys, you can pop those. And the lower crust overall just has a billion things to pop. If you ever just want to pop all the poppables. Yeah. The reason that D3 is so hated is not because the game is not a good game. Because like I said, I think the game is a fine game. Totally acceptable. It's actually, it'd be a decent like arcade game. It's a great console co-op to play with like your wife or something. Nah, you guys don't have wives, your Twitch chat. To play with, you know, your buddy. Like, it's decent in a lot of ways. But, my wife, your buddy wife, exactly. But, the reason that it's so hated is because everybody that played Diablo 2 and loved Diablo 2 and loved Diablo 1 and loved Diablo and the lore and the history of it and the gameplay and everything there was looking forward to it, and they were all very hardcore. And when they came over and played Diablo 3, it was not Diablo. They made it very easy in a lot of ways. They added that real money auction house, which is terrible.
I'll never forgive them for killing Deckard Mr. Llama Rage.
They killed Deckard Cain, which pissed everyone off.
Impossible.
The lack of a skill tree completely. And they had like the little runes to try and give a little something, but it wasn't enough. So just, you know, completely, they removed a lot of mechanics, a lot of pieces of Diablo that were very core big pieces for a lot of people. And it took a lot of the depth out of the game. It became a little more casual. And it just, that was just kind of it.
Impossible.
They removed rune words, which was just so sad because everybody had loved rune. I mean, just a lot of that. And there was the itemization, everything. It just, oh crap, I didn't do the flare dungeon. Oops.
Impossible.
We'll go back for it. All of that stuff. So it just became not a Diablo game.
Can't.
Like I said, was it a terrible game? No. But when all of the Diablo community was sitting there waiting for the next Diablo game, and then that came out, that's why everybody got so mad. Because they went, this isn't what we were waiting for.
I am overburdened.
Anyways, we'll get ourselves the heart. And we will continue on here. We still have to do the flare dungeon.
I can't.
So we will make sure we do that. And then we can do the Travincal. And get our way through.
I can't.
Grab the waypoint. Also make sure to refill our Scrolls of Town Portal. And I do have the Cursed Bazaar waypoint as well. So I'm actually going to go back here. And we're going to look for the temple. Remember, we're looking for the temple that faces towards the top right and bottom left. AKA this one, the ruined temple right here. This is going to have Serena, which is what we want. Also, Walking Beast immune to magic. One of the few mobs actually immune to magic exist down here. hate on this character all you want, but man, can he jump into the middle of a bunch of dudes and just start going to town on him. Yes, you can tell which temple it is. It's all about the way that door faces there. Sounds like your ex. What does? Alright, 2 more skill points. We'll go into taunt and taunt, because again, just trying to get more damage. And talk to Alcor, get our potion, get our stats. More life. More life. We love it. And now back to the Flare Dungeon. As we want to, as we accidentally skipped that. This is on the PTR. You cannot play PTR on line right now, but you can play in single player. And lordy, am I hoping that they don't change more about this character where I would have to redo this whole guide again. But we'll see. Were those unique? No. They're just white battle boots. I mean, it'll be the same idea. Even if they change stuff, I imagine it'll be like it does slightly more damage, or it's, you know, slightly less mana to cast it, whatever it is. And if all that stuff happens, nothing is changing. It would just be a little bit better. So if that's happened, maybe it's a little bit easier for you while you are watching this. Physical immunes, remember we say bye! And we move forward. Kill some dudes, grab a brain.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
And time for the Travincal. Yes, you can leap through the gate. So Travincal is always a little spicy.
Impossible.
However, if we can get all of them really balled up, we'll be okay. Our Mercenary is going to die most likely. Especially if a few Hydras get in on him, but I've managed to gather most of them here pretty well. So it's actually really nice. I got a really good grouping right there on everything. And again, though, Mercenary is gonna die. We don't have to kill all of them. We just need to get this flail.
I can't.
And easy as that. Not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby at all. So, can this barb do Travincal? Yes! It looks like is the answer. If you want to farm Travincal with this character, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but not impossible. And this is very, I mean, we're using just random, you know, gear. Like, you can definitely do even better with your gear before any of that. So, your Mercenary is not going to survive, though, very often with without decent gear on him. So that is one thing to note.
Impossible.
And again, I'm not really going to spend time killing a lot of this stuff, as a lot of this stuff is just not going to be great for killing. If we run into some good boss groups, maybe, but there's a lot of like mobs in here that are going to have high physical, or they're just going to be terrible, like a group of dolls.
Impossible.
So we're just going to say no thanks. Now, if you do want to go ahead and get yourself the waypoint here, you totally can. Can be a nice little safety thing for you. And then additionally, if you want to farm, you can totally do it. Is Mephisto farming on this character fast? No, right? You're not going to have that same speed like you would with a Blizzard Sorceress or anything like that, because again, this is not a boss killing kind of build. So that will be slower than normal. That being said, it can still be totally fine to do, so then you can go farm, blah, blah, blah. You guys understand how that all works. And we're going to come here and teleport across and go to town really fast, as I do want to put in this and get more potions for Mephisto. Now, I could also go chug more thawing potions if I did want, just for a little more cold. But just gonna be here. And I really am trying to just stay in the way so my mercenary can also get hits off. Though he doesn't have his strength on. Let's go and get him his strength.
I can't use that yet.
I mean, you can't use that. Oh my god, your shirt 4 dexterity. Alright, guess who gets himself a little dexterity? Ta-da! And that's why we waited.
I'll put that to good use.
Because you never know. Okay, so now...
Impossible.
And I mean, you can actually see between me and my mercenary with the crushing blow and the battle cry, look at how fast Mephisto's actually melting. It's pretty good. So again, is it Blizzard levels of speed? No. Is it fast enough where you could totally farm Mephisto? 100%. 100%. And this is what having a little bit of crushing blow is for you and your mercenary. This is what it looks like. Faster than your poison necro? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be faster than a lot. Oh, and at the very end, he turns and kills our mercenary. How sad.
Maybe now the world will have peace.
How sad.
Hello.
And nothing great there. But we'll go ahead and just get a little bit of gold so we can buy our mercenary back. That was mean of him. That was so mean. We'll grab a feral axe and an edge bow. We can also go look at the super chest back here. Oh, it's locked. And there's 2 racks as well, if we want to go pop those. Just to see what they're going to give us. A little bit more gold. But regardless, congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. You are done with Act 3 of Hell. And man, that was easy. Again, like I say, is it as fast as the Blizz Source? No. Is it something where you can go back and just farm Mephisto a few times? Totally. And Hell Mephisto is going to have so many drops. I mean, there's going to be just a plethora of drops for you from that. So, 100% a great place to get yourself Arachnid Mesh, Viper Magi, Ariat, Shaco. I mean, right, all of these things. And like Shaco and all those would be fantastic on
Was
this
it
character.
easy because we 6x2 the jungle?
It was. That was exactly why. So, very, very solid. Great place to get a little extra. And now we can continue into Act numero 4. We're level 67. We look good. We feel good. And that's why we got the job. Would I use Ormus robes? I mean, not on this character.
I can't.
I'm not going to get any of that benefit. Let's go ahead and taunt all of those guys over. And go help our mercenary out a little bit.
I can't.
But super easy. And there's a physical immune there, so I don't really care to do anything with that. Just wanted to do a little bit of damage, and now we move on.
Impossible.
Ancient Tunnels is great for a blue source, but you will want to be a little bit higher level and have a little damage, or it's going to be a little rough.
Impossible.
A lot of times
I can't.
people try and go into those area level 85s a little too early. You don't need to be in those areas. People really underestimate the value of farming and, you know, like cows and those sorts of places. I mean, people don't underestimate cows, but there's a lot of places that are honestly going to be fine and better for their farming, and they're always so eager to get into the area level 85, but they don't really know why.
I can't.
Ah, it's dual enchanted. God, that damage stacks up so quickly. Alright, we'll just rejoin in. I probably shouldn't have rejoined because we didn't have souls out there.
Stay a while.
I was focusing so much on keeping my mercenary alive. I failed to remember I need to stay alive. Happens. Let's continue. And I do need to put my teleport staff on. Perfect. And when our mercenary jumps to us, we can battle orders him as well. He's not doing a great job of jumping to us. We'll just teleport and bring him in. Alright, no souls. Again. And let's find Isual. Okay, we don't have souls out here. That's nice. And remember, you can always save quit. Let's say you get like souls out here and you just don't have the resistances or just murdering you. Just save quit, re-come back, look again. They won't spawn one of the times, and then you'll be good to go.
I can't. I can't.
Mental map pack for Durance 2, but you missed my question. I've got the map pack in your mind view, which will explain it all, but for Durance 2, it's just left of the waypoint. That's where you're going to want to go. Alright, where is he?
I can't.
Probably should get the skill shrine. Oh well.
Impossible.
Isual is great with +2 skills. Also, we missed Radamant again.
I can't.
If you wish to do Radamant, you totally can. And you'll notice here, once again, I head over to my mercenary just to help him out, because if he's getting surrounded, he's probably going to die, especially without all the lifesteal and enough damage. So if I can go in and give him a little stunning, that just really does a lot for him. And there he is. And it looks like we actually can just sing him down. Our damage is nice enough. We don't need to worry about going into our crush flange and swapping strength on, which is super nice. And again, we can always cast Battle Cry. And I'll show you guys Battle Cry here in a second and why it's just so amazing. So, let me bring the Battle Cry is minus 51% enemy damage, minus 102% enemy defense. So it's the defense is completely gone when it's on, and minus 51% damage, which means so many of those bosses that are hitting really hard now are just doing so little. So it's just such a big help. Go to the city. That's why casting it on those bosses and stuff, you just... Yeah, they hit literally half as hard. So, you know, like Duriel and stuff, we could just completely tank them. It was totally fine.
Impossible.
I'm level 67. And if we want, we can, you know, fight our way through here. Not really a lot of mobs that I'm looking to fight right now. Don't really care to jump on a bunch of these guys, so we will just try and find this waypoint and skedaddle. For sure, a guy named Steve.
I can't.
And we move to the River of Flame. And just gonna use some taunting here on Abyss Knights just to bring them in close. Make it a little easier for myself to kill them.
Impossible.
And just get to stun them as well, right? That's kind of the main thing. So taunt is really going to be very useful, and I hope you guys take advantage of how good that skill actually ends up being. JP with an order of a shirt and a llama mug. Thank you very much. We've killed enough there. And we'll see if we can find the Hellforge.
I can't. I can't.
And those are super chests, by the way, right
I
there.
can't.
So. No! Why did you die there?
Ooh.
I just gave you a rejuve. Stripes, thank you. Yeah, exclamation mark merch if you do want some llama merchandise. Lots of fun things. Go and do this. And he'll probably die here soon. Yeah, okay, we're out of gold. 2 more into taunt. And let's get a little bit more gold. There.
Moo.
Shrifes gifted a tier 1 sub to Barrett.
Thank you, Shrifes. And I'm actually okay holding off on resurrecting the Mercenary for a second, as it could be very deadly.
I can't. I can't.
And Barrett with the gifted sub as well, paying it forward.
Impossible.
It's very sweet. Oh god. Dual enchanted.
Ooh.
Barrett gifted a tier
I
1
hate
sub
it.
to Oak Bundu.
Impossible. I can't. Impossible.
Okay, there we go. Now we've got him stunned, and he's not. We're not getting hit by the bolts. Oh god, now he's not stunned anymore. No me gusta. And you know, in situations like this, I'm just gonna respawn him. I just don't like him being fire and lightning enchanted. Because the dual enchant bug is just a little too much. So, we will keep it simple. Yeah, and the holy shot. I mean, it was just a lot of nasty.
Impossible. I can't. I can't.
So we just run over?
I can't.
He has Might Aura, Cold Enchanted. But this should be a lot better. We'll use Taunt a little bit and just keep him stunned. And we'll grab our Mercenary as well. Oh my god, we're like just short on gold. Alright, sell this belt.
What do you need?
We started this character on Sunday? Get our Mercenary. I'm gonna go ahead and battle orders him out here. And then we'll go in blazing. There we go. Just had to get him stunned. And hopefully keep him stunned. With the amount of cast that we're getting off, our chance to stun on him is okay. But you can see, not guaranteed. There we go. That'll be enough.
Thanks.
Not guaranteed, but it is enough. And we'll grab some things for some gold, and we'll also get some gold here. What rune are we getting? Mal for myth? It's Mal, right? Foul rune.
Impossible.
Rip.
I am overburdened.
Alright, well, Foul opens up Obedience and Lionheart as options. So we can go over here, Rune Words, D2, and we can take a look. Let me window capture for you guys. So you can see Helco Thol Eth Foul. This is massive ED. So if we can find a 5 open socket, it also has 40% chance crushing blow, added resistances, strength dex, and chance for enchant, which is super nice as it will increase his attack rating and damage a lot. So that's actually a very nice runed right there. And then where do they have Lionheart? There it is. If we have a Lum rune, we can make Lionheart, which has 30 all res, 50 to life, dexterity, vitality, energy, and strength. So it's really not bad. Would I prefer to make Smoke? Potentially, but that's only 50 all res, whereas this gives a bunch of stats on top of 30 all res. So both of them are pretty decent. I would probably prefer Obedience for my Mercenary, though I would lose the Insight, obviously, which is, you know, a big whammy right there. So, you know, you gotta kind of weigh your stuff back and forth. But
Hail to you, champ.
a lot of good potential right there. And we'll just get some gold from the gems.
Hello.
And repair that. I don't know, Krug. I do not know. So I don't hate the Foul Rune. Something to note is... Let me go to one more thing. If you look here, you can look at sockets by number. Everything we find now is going to be eye level 41 plus. So what you can do is look for anything that has 5 open sockets and look for like Battle Scythe and just kind of all of the things that are going to be 5 open socket max that we could make the obedience in for our mercenary, right? So you can kind of look at all those different weapons and say, okay, like a Colossus Vulge is 4 open socket max. So if we find an Eth Colossus Vulge, we could make an Insight or something with it, but we can't make an Obedience with it, right? So you can just look through, oh, a Cryptic Axe, though, is 5 open sockets. So if we find ourselves an Eth Cryptic Axe, we can take it to Larzik. It'll get max sockets, which will be 5, and then we can give that to our mercenary, and he can have an Eth Obedience Cryptic Axe, which would be very strong. So just, you know, it's important to just think about and note those sorts of things.
I need mana. I can't.
That is just right here for the sockets. Beware of strength requirements, though. Cryptic Axe shouldn't be that bad. So my mercenary has 164 strength. Plus, I can always put more strength into a helmet or into that armor. Remember, I have another slot in the armor still. So
I can't. Impossible.
check out the talons. I'm just gonna teleport into the area as I don't feel like working my way through everything there. And we do have lightning enchanted. Nothing else. But that is enough to still be really annoying. So try and get my mercenary so he's not getting hit by these charge bolts. And his resistances are 64, 62, 64, so pretty good overall. And again, if you do still have your Nadir, you can still use it in this area. And it will be very nice. And I'm just taunting everything. But the Nadir for the Cloak of Shadows can still be a very solid thing. And we cannot taunt these Oblivion Knights, unfortunately. But we can taunt everything else to come towards us now. Yes, Alex. So, all in all, very nice. And taunt is also something we can use on this boss right here. So I will show that in a tiny bit. Let's just go ahead and kill a couple more things and just clear a little bit more of the area.
I can't.
Ooh. It is a spear, though. So we have to look and see, is obedience good in a spear class or not? Because a lot of people would say, oh yeah, that works. It's a two-hander that my merc can use.
Impossible. I need mana.
But you have to see, is obedience all weapons or whatever, you know, whatever it is, or
I need mana.
you gotta take that look. I know, I'm just gonna, we're doing it just as a, to show people. So you pull it up and it says non-magic pole arms, with exactly 5 sockets. Pole arms are a class of 200 weapons, but are different from staves and spears. Womp womp. So that ethereal 5 open socket Warfork is a spear and cannot be used for the obedience. And that's why it's important to check that stuff, okay? That's all I'm here to say. That is why it's important to check those things. Because so many people don't, and then they make it, and then they come onto my video and they say, Mr. Lama, you lied to me. You said obedience could go in 5 open socket pole arms or weapons, blah blah blah, and I tried it and it didn't work. So always be looking. And we'll go back and sell for some money. And just get some potions.
What do you need?
Repair everything. Another point for taunt and vitality as we have hit level 68. And we can even just stun right here.
Impossible.
And teleport and just kind of get away from that. Kill this Stormcaster. And here's where we can do stuff like this. And we can just drag over whatever we want. And with our stunning powers, we can murder everything very easily.
Impossible.
And I mean, you want to talk about ways that this character is better than a Blizz Source. Have fun in here with a Blizz Sorceress. Good luck with this ace. And we can once again show what I was going to show before, which is when you spawn this, if I don't want to fight all of the mobs here, I can just pull them out like one at a time. Or, okay, I'll pull a couple of them and then get away and just do that. And now I'm just gonna kill these 4, and then I'll kill some more afterwards. Endo sign with a 20. Thank you. Ooh, that's nice. Not quite good enough for the Mercenary. Thank you so much. You put in a plug for me? Aw, thank you. So that's a way to fight them less at a time. However, of course, you can just do it like this and fight all of them. Though it will be a little more dangerous against Infector. But can I just kill all of them there and you can be really good.
I can't.
What does he have on his head? 28 cold res. I mean, he probably wants the cold res.
Impossible.
But whittle him down, and again, simple. So easy right there. Just another crush. And now we just go
Mr. Llama
to
Love.
the last. Thank you, Uncle.
Impossible.
And if they're ever too far away, you just taunt them all in. Make them come to you and then have amazing crowd control. And all of a sudden all your problems go away. It's amazing how good taunt is. Nope, you gotta come over here.
Impossible.
You don't get to hide. Life tap does not work with singing, no.
I can't.
And then we'll just kill Grand Vizier really fast. And again. Dominating. Give our mercenary
Put that to good use.
that. Another 11 poison res small charm. Oh, we also got a 1 to summoning skills.
What do you need?
Grand charm, that's fun.
Hello.
That's fun. And don't worry, we'll get our insight. I just want to put this, get this, and this, and this, and that, and here. And this goes there, and this we can put over here. And good to go. So again, with Diablo, we're just gonna get up close on him and crushing blow his face. And I like to stand opposite my mercenary so he doesn't die. But unfortunately, sometimes Diablo's gonna be a punk and turn around. So you can teleport to save him if you want, but it's okay. And we'll just crush and blow a few times. Make sure we keep battle cry on him, as his damage will be really weak. His lightning will go over me as long as I'm standing close to him. On Hell, it's the easiest. So his lightning damage doesn't start until way past me. So I actually love when he uses lightning. We have that Can't Be Frozen from our rhyme, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I say, we can just kind of sit there, and whenever he, you know, casts fire, we can just move out of the way. But nice, simple, easy crushing. And again, Battle Cry not only helps by lowering his damage, but his defense goes to 0. It's over 100%. Minus defense. So it makes it way easier to hit him. And then whenever you feel ready, you can switch into yelling to finish him off. I like to wait until he's below the D before I start yelling. Ouch, this one. And boom, just like that.
Eternal suffering would be too brief for you.
Diablo is dead. Give yourself the clap. If that wasn't the easiest Chaos Sanctuary of your life, I don't know what is. Let's bring Jamali back.
I'll put that to good use.
Rare Coronet. Ugh. 9 all res, 19 to energy, 1 assassin skills, 20 FCR. If only it was Barb skills. And we did get Rite of Passage, but of course we already have the Ruby Chains of Acceleration. And we got some 240 jabs. Ooh. With increased stack size and replenished quantities.
Greetings.
That'd be nice for our Amazon. Oh, wait. It does have 6% lifesteal. But it's 317,000. As I did sell it already. That's okay. That would have been good for the Mercenary. But we carry on. Wasn't thinking about that for him. Act 5 begins. We're level 68. We're crushing it.
The time
Nobody can stop us now except a bunch of quill rats. Be very, very careful in the Bloody Foothills. You get fire archers, you get quill rats, you get a bunch of very nasty mobs. This is one of my least favorite areas to fight, as it's just so deadly. So, it's very painful to walk this area. Very hard to get spawns that aren't just like absolutely crushing you. So honestly, if you have the gold and want to, you can just teleport straight through this whole area. You can literally just go, alright, I'm just gonna teleport. Just go all the way through. Totally works. Especially because we're tanky enough that we're not really gonna run into any issues there. Go ahead and cast Warcry as well, or Battle Cry. Lower the damage on Shank a little bit. And we're gonna bring these quill rats in because they're doing too much damage to Jamali. And the stone skin is annoying and it'll take a little bit of time, but that's okay. Shank killed, which means the potions are now back to a normal cost in Act 5.
The siege is broken.
And again, it's really quill rats to just have so much hidden sneaky damage. So that's always the mob of mobs to just hate. No! Who even killed you? Yes. Everything goes down in price after that quest, exactly.
Good afternoon.
Okay, money, money, money. Come on back, Jamali. Get a girl who looks at you like Mr. Llama looks at Diablo too.
I can't.
Lightning enchanted, be a little careful, but not bad. Superior Dust Shroud. That's good money at the very least. 35,000. And again, more archers here. So it is going to be a little bit annoying out here. Try and just avoid most of it. Unless there's a nice boss group like this. They are cursed. Oh, he actually got a curse shot off. I thought we had him stunned first.
I can't carry anymore.
It's annoying. Rusted armor would also be decent money. But we're just gonna keep running. Boss up here. A little bit disgusting. Another boss over here with more boss down there. I don't like it. Too many nasty boss pieces.
I can't.
Let's go over here. just gonna go back to town and heal up. And we have some more rejuves. So we can go ahead and grab those. And that's why we like to save those.
Impossible.
And we'll just start running more. That is a lot of stuff. I don't feel like fighting. Whenever you get fanaticism auras with extra fast dudes and all sorts of stuff, it just doesn't look as fun, you know. You say no thanks sometimes.
Impossible.
And we'll do this and jump this way. And look for a waypoint for ourselves. As Frozen River is bonus resistances, so we don't have to get it right now if we don't want to. We can, of course. Kind of up to you when you want to go for it, but I think getting the waypoint is always a good idea, as it gives you that option of when do you want to do the Frozen River. Do you want to do it right now? Do you want to do it after Baal? Do you want to do it? I mean, you just kind of have more options with it.
I can't.
So we'll actually leave a portal in here and then go back out. I'm going to teleport so they don't kill my Mercenary, as those Champion Deathlords do get very scary. Glacial Trail. Maybe we'll find a waypoint. A lot of times they'll have a waypoint just over this wall to the left side. So, looks like maybe not for this one. But if you always just kind of follow this left wall, a lot of times you can run either right into exit or right into a waypoint if it's just over there.
Impossible.
And we'll come back down here and help our Mercenary out really quick. And level 69. I'll go ahead and get some vitality and another point in taunt for a little bit more damage.
Impossible.
Real mature, chat. It's just a number. Now I can't even read the question the person was asking about. I think they're saying Whirlwind. Whirlwind is just terrible.
I can't.
It needs so much help to be good.
Impossible.
Kill a couple dudes. And because I have that Frozen River waypoint or TP set, I'm gonna go ahead and head over here.
I can't.
No! Mercenary died. I was trying to get there, but I knew those cool rats were just gonna be the death of him. Ooh, Ogre Axe of Quickness for 35 grand. That will buy back our Mercenary. But of course, we don't need to do that yet. We can just go through here. And once again, if we have souls and they're just feeling pretty deadly or something, we can just say, forget about it. Looks like we don't have souls, so that's really nice. But always good to just have that option. And we can save on here really quick. Kill those guys if you want. I'm feeling pretty good at level 69. And we have 10 more all res to take forward to the Ancients. And I'm actually going to reset the game, as I don't like the mobs that we had in the Ancients way. Quill rats and death lords and everything. We could still spawn some nasty ones, but I just was not a fan. And I'm going to go ahead and prep
That to good use.
my Mercenary already. Doing the Anya quest gives 10 to all resistances. So you can get 30 all res over the course of hell. Or through normal Nightmare in Hell by just doing all of those quests. Very useful. Also a rare class item, which is usually junk, but yeah.
Impossible.
How do you keep playing D2 and not boring? It's a great game. I have fun. There's so many different ways to play it. So many people have never even played the game like this way, you know, so.
The Guardians of Mount
All right,
Arthur
and
wait.
now comes Ancients.
Salutation.
So first off, we want to stack up on potions. And so we're also going to put potions in there. I'm going to get rid of my teleport staff. From here.
Moo.
Moo. Thank you, Penny. And we can just put more potions in our cube. Just to make it a little bit easier in case we run out of potions. We can come out here. And if we want, we can also just drop a bunch of potions on the ground. Again, just do whatever you feel makes you comfortable. However many you think you're going to need. If you try it out,
Hello.
feel like you end up needing a lot more, you can get a lot more, you know? So I can say, okay, that feels good enough, whatever it is. And we can go here. Now, first things first, what am I looking for? I do not want extra fast unlike Talic. Stone skin as well is a no-go. So I'm going to be resetting any stone skins. And I probably want to be careful if anything's dual enchanted, I'm probably going to get rid of it. Curse I have to be a little bit careful with. I love seeing things like stone skin, magic resistant, spectral hits not bad. Fire enchant is okay, I just don't want to like stand next to it too much. Extra strong can be a little scary, but if it's on like Corlic, maybe not as scary. Those sorts of things. So that's not bad. There's curse, teleport, lightning enchanted. That's going to be too much. And I might not even bring my mercenary for this because honestly, my mercenary is probably just going to keep dying. So I'll try one more time with him and then we'll let him go if he dies again. Cold enchant, aura enchant with might. I don't want that. Teleport, aura, stone skin, lightning enchant. Don't want the stone skin. Lightning enchant extra fast. Teleport, spectral hit, or enchanted cursed. Honestly, this isn't a terrible combination. The cursed isn't super fun. But now what we're going to do is we're going to separate them off. So I want to make sure that all of them are coming up and joining me. And then once I can get them a little bit spaced out, which we can see like right now I have 2 of them here. I can try and move down this way and spread them out. So I'm only going to drag like Talic down. And it looks like, nope, we have all of them right now. So they didn't end up spacing. But the general idea is get a couple of them kind of stuck on one side. And now like, can we get just Corlic to come over here? Potentially.
I can't.
And he actually does okay damage. So we have to be a little bit careful here. And another issue is he does have the shout on, which is going to make it a lot harder to hit him. So having that wear off is not horrible. Yeah, this holy shock damage is pretty painful. Battle Cry does work. It's still just very hard to hit him because he has shout. But as soon as that comes off, and because he is not next to Maddock, we'll be able to really start bringing him down. And it'll be a lot better. You can also see what shouting looks like right now. It's honestly not terrible. So make sure we keep that on, and we also can get the stuns. Yeah, this is just gonna be better while he has shout. Make sure to keep battle cry on. Watch our life. And if we can get him stunned like that, that is even better. Yeah, the Holy Shock is really a lot of damage. But it's okay. As that is one down. And that was a nasty one. And remember, we have potions over there as well to help us out. So, now, I don't even mind waiting a tiny bit, as I am cursed. We could just wait for the curse to come off, right? No reason to kind of rush through all of it. And we can also work on prepping the next guy, and there we can see we have it. Oh, nope, okay, they're both over there, so let's go ahead and grab more potions.
I can't carry anymore.
Now, mana burn and teleportation spectral hit. Let's separate them off this way. And get him to come over here. That's annoying. Yeah, the mana burn's not super fun. So we might just go straight shout on Maddock, as he is pretty weak to that, and hitting him is just going to be a little bit difficult. But we can try it. I mean, he's very, very weak. Look at how much damage he does with our battle cry. Very, very little. Now, do we hit him at all? Not really. Maddock is extremely hard to hit. Which is just unfortunate. So again, we can wait until his shout comes off. So just look at his feet. And we can shout him down as well. As we can get a stun and all this. See if it'll wear off in time. Or if we just need to shout him all the way to death. Because as soon as that comes off, generally you're going to be pretty good. But we can try and stun him, and sometimes moving can help that. But yeah, it's just going to take too long for that. And that's okay. We can just shout kill him. Crescent Moon is an option. And there you go. Now you can see we can actually hit him until he gets that back on. Could have tried with insight. I don't think I have the requirements to wear my insight. So we'll kill Maddock and have a little bit left. for our last guy. Now, what we like to do for Talik is we like to bring Talik right over here.
I need mana.
And the reason is because Talik will not whirlwind into us if he's standing over here. And once again, without him having that shout on, we can hit him so much easier. So it becomes a lot better for us. We can actually whittle him down much easier than the other guys.
Not enough mana.
And just make sure to keep Battle Cry on him, as that'll just be very important. Now we do need a little bit of mana. Just ever so slightly.
I need mana.
And once we can get one good stun on him there, we should be good to go. Try and get one more stun. There we go.
I need mana.
And finish him off.
I need mana.
Nice and easy.
I need mana.
No worries. Just like that. So, mana burn makes it a little difficult. Obviously, the shout can be a little bit annoying. So the best thing you can honestly do is get Maddox separated off first, kill him, and then the other two aren't going to have the shouts, and you'll be able to whittle them down easier. But additionally, you can do exactly what I did and just have more potions, right? And then you're going to be totally fine and not have to worry about anything like that, right? So, you know, lot of things that you can do there. And let's say that you're running out of rejuves and you want more rejuve potions. Mr. Lama, I need more rejuves. Well, I'm glad that you said something. As we can literally just go like this. You can go 3, 1, and 3, and it makes a rejuve. And a chip gem, and it makes a rejuve. And if you have a regular gem, it makes a full rejuve. And now we have 3 rejuve potions just to help us out in case we just want a little bit more. Going forward, we'll get taunt, we'll get more there. And we can also see that I'm short on gold. So there's a couple of things that we can do for gold. One, we can go back to the Frigid Islands, just kind of kill here again. But something that I love doing is just going to the lower Kuros and just popping stuff. All the little poppables. All this for rejuves? Yeah, but I mean, rejuves can be, if you're hardcore especially, life and death right there, you know? So you can just come around here and just pop all these chests. Logs, whatever stuff. Gnarled staff. Corpse chest. And of course you can pop them on players 8 if you really want. That'll really get you some spice. But I'll come back to the lower cross, as that's really going to be the place that we want to be clicking on all the things. So we can go slash players 8. And then you just come over here and you click everything. All the stashes, all of the chests. Whatever stuff you want. You can find gems, you can find runes, jewelry. There's just so much stuff that's gonna have value. Things in here. Battle dart should be worth some money. Balance knife should be worth some money.
I can't.
And just, there's so many poppables. I mean, everywhere you go, there's going to be things to click on. And they're just going to have so many things in them that can just be worth a lot of money. And it's great. And again, if you're on Players 8, especially, you're going to get even more chests with even more stuff that can be worth a lot. So, we can do that, and we'll grab the blade bow instead. And I just need to find the waypoint now. Is Ithroon. I don't want to open a portal since I already have that portal out there. But definitely one of the best places for just saying, okay, I'll just get a little bit more money this way, you know. That's superior plate mail. See if the waypoint's over here. Not quite. There it is. Perfect.
Hello.
And we just take it over here. 32. Nothing on that. 22. 1 to curses. +1 to war cries. Very nice if we wanted, but we have our spirits. And just like that, we got 100,000 gold for just running around very easily. So, highly recommended. Favorite place to get gold. So, safety TP. And let's move forward here. Oh, I don't have my tele staff. I should get that.
I can't. I can't. Impossible.
Again, I don't really want to be fighting ghoul lords. They have very high physical res and very annoying.
I can't.
Let's go ahead and go to town real fast. Oh yeah, we're on Players 8 as well. Good call. Don't forget to change off Players 8. Otherwise, you might not have as much of a good time. Let's put these away. Grab our teleport staff, make sure we have charges on it, and we're good to go.
I can't.
Find level 2. And again, finding ourselves a waypoint here can be very helpful. Our mercenary looks like he's met his demise.
Impossible.
But the good news is
Impossible.
we can crush through these areas pretty well, it looks like. Very easily done. And we'll go back and get the waypoint because, again, it is just so helpful for safety to have the waypoint here. You can go without it, but good luck when you get souls, dolls, and Oblivion Knights or something in your throne. And we'll roll back home. Go there. Level 3. Gotta be careful with the Might Aura. Don't really want that. Nice thing is we're able to stun Death Lords and stuff with this, so that's actually super helpful.
I can't.
And let's find ourselves a throne room. I mean, if you can get griefs and stuff, it's gonna outperform
I can't.
if you have, like, Frenzy later on. But that requires you to really kind of rock into some of that super GG gear, whereas this allows you to really be a lot less gear dependent and still be able to do quite well. So again, if we want, we can clear out some sectors heading into the throne room. Mobs I really don't like to see down here are going to be Ghoul Lords, because they're just so hard to kill. They just take forever. And Souls. Dolls are okay. Obviously, dolls aren't great. But you can kill them off pretty well, and you have good enough CC. And remember, you can keep them on the edge there, which can be just make it a little easier.
I can't.
So the best thing I can say about dolls is either kill them right next to Baal or drag them out of the throne if they're in your throne room. Because if they're next to Baal, then he'll pop their corpses. If you drag them all the way away, then they won't get resurrected by wave 2. That's generally the biggest issue that you run into. Is wave 2, if they keep resurrecting souls and dolls and stuff, it gets super annoying. You can also use Grim Ward or Find Item or Find Potion or whatever if you have those, just to get rid of the corpses. Go here. We could also get a Mercenary for this if we want as well, though I do believe wave 3 will probably just kill. Drag those guys in with a little taunting. And wave 2 is down pretty easily.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
This guy will die. The one guy who doesn't want to die. Our resistances are not bad at all. And I'm really not running a lot of resistance gear either. Now, what is going to be brutal is, of course, dual enchant, as you just saw. So that's what rejuves are helpful for. And that's really only been like the deaths of this character, I think. Purely just that.
I need mana.
Happy llama, sad llama,
Hey,
llama,
Chica
llama, llama,
Harley.
big fat mama, llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
It's me.
Seemingly it is more fun and a bit easier to level up with the current Warcry changes. Hopefully they do not revert them. Thanks for the great content, Mr. Llama.
I don't think they would revert them at all. It's only would they make it even better. Oh, he's mana burn. Is there a point to starting a hardcore character to play casually? I mean, I think this is a good case for one. Let's go ahead and get some potions. And... which one, Johnny?
Yes?
I can't. I need mine.
Get battle cry on him. And stand in the way. So Lister doesn't take out our mercenary.
Help me! What is the best magic find? Rune running build for a barb at Travincal. By the way, the president should be sending a tweet out plugging you later this evening.
Awesome, thank you. I mean, Berserk Hork is gonna be pretty good for it. But again, we can either run out of the area if we want and just drag them and then teleport back in, or we can just kill them like this. Honestly, both are viable options, which is really nice. It's good. How are you? So for instance, there's this one dude right here. We can say, you know what? This guy's taking too long. Come on, buddy. We can just drag him out of the throne. And you can do this with the whole wave if you want. And you just come back in. And you're good to go. And now, of course, we put on our combo right there. Another point in taunt and vitality. Safety TP. Get our battle cry.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
And start pounding a dude. I want to bring our mercenary over here, but it looks like he's just gonna die. Oh no, he died.
Good afternoon.
We have enough gold. We can try one more time with him. And we'll get him the strength.
I'll put that to good use.
Oh wait, he already had strength on.
I'll put that to good use.
No wonder. And we'll give him a little more cold res.
I can't.
And again, come in here and try and hide on the other side. Alright, I need Baal to focus on me and not my mercenary. You're being very rude, Baal. So rude. Try and kill some of these appendages, so Jamali will actually focus on Baal. Oh my god. You're so rude. Jamali, over here, buddy. This guy. Nope, not that one. This guy. There you go. Good job, Jamali. You're doing it. He's doing great. He's trying his best. And for Baal, you definitely want to get him pretty dang low. Because it just takes so long to sing him to death. And we do have a little more damage now, so maybe it'll be slightly better, but... Let's give these to Jamali.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
And whenever there's a clone spawn, you can always just leave the room for 8 seconds. So leave the Worldstone chamber for 8 seconds. And while you're outside, make sure your portal is far enough away from Baal and his clone. And if you do that,
You can't clone a
the
clone,
clone
though.
will
Clash Royale taught me that.
Good, thank you, Daisy baby. Jamali, over here, buddy. Baal is our target.
Not enough mana.
Oh, he's just got complete garbage on for everything. But yeah, despawning the clone is extremely helpful. So that way you don't have to try and fight both of them, as this character is not really great for fighting both. And Baal is still going to be hard to hit, even though he has minus all of that defense, 102% defense, because of our battle cry. He's still level 99, and we're only level 71. So we're still 28 levels below him, which means no matter what in the calculation, it's still just going to be hard to hit him. So that's just unfortunate. Jamali, you did your best, but you weren't very good for us. But I shall avenge you. He died a hero, or something. Something like that. When will you leak the ladder reset date? Can't wait. Wow. I wouldn't leak it if I knew it. My holes are plugged. Not gonna get anything out of me. Okay, we'll go back and get some more health.
How may I be of help?
Yeah, it's a long fight. This is probably the worst part.
You either die a hero, or live long enough to fourth way.
It's true. This is the hardest fight or longest fight for the Barbarian. I mean, you saw how well he did against like Mephisto and things like that, but Baal's just such a high level. It's just so hard to hit him. Plus, he had such a high life pool. And Baal's defense has always been pretty low, so being able to lower his defense down doesn't do near as much as it does for some of the other bosses. It's really just like a giant HP pool battle with a high level, and so it just makes it really hard.
Spells always hit and don't consider level difference. Love your suggestion to remove that part of hit calculation so that you're not penalized for advancing in the game.
I think it'd be very interesting. I'd love to at least test it and see how it feels, you know? I mean, if he did heal, all you would need is to get some, like, open wound source. Or hit him once with prevent monster heal. Why not singing? We will. We're just lowering down his health first, because I'll show you, if we start singing right now... we can! It just is... Baal has a lot of life, you guys. Like, so much life.
I need mana. I need mana.
Why do you seem so weak? It's just Baal has very high life, and this isn't a build that's built for insane boss kill. This build is built for like big safety. I can go into the Chaos Sanctuary and be a lot safer than like a Blizzsaurus or anything like that. I mean, it's... Alright, nice olive there. Thanks, money. Not sure about that one. So yeah, even the last couple slivers of Baal just take a really long time.
I need mana. Impossible.
Which is why you just want to crushing blow him down to as low life as possible before you go into that.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Hey! And there you go, everybody. Your Sing Barbarian
No more.
is complete. 1 to Barb skills. Ayo. Could that be the crossbow? Let's do a final glimpse at all of it. So, once again, stats. I'm just running 50 strength. I never went up to 60. You can if you'd like, if you find some stuff that's really good for that. I'd very rarely go above 60 unless it's like, I find like Ariats or whatever it is. I mean, I'm not even sure the strength requirement's on Ariat's face. Let's see, it is 118. So like, I'd probably go up for that just because the 2 to Barb skills, 30 all res, 20 strength dex, 2 to combat skills. I mean, that's like a lot, you know. So there's some items that I would reach for, but generally, I'm just gonna stick with this low strength. We have nothing added in dexterity. We're still just at that base value, 65 energy. I still like that because that really helps us out. And then a lot into vitality. In terms of our skills, we're just max, 1 off from max, so really just going for damage. And of course, if you want to throw more points into battle orders instead of a little bit more damage, you can. Gives you a little more survivability, a little bit more mana, all of that, which can be helpful. So many of you might have taken a lot of these taunt points and put them over there, and that's totally fine. 1 in all of these. I have 3 in natural resist, just to get a little bit more resistance since I don't have a lot of res. And then 1, all across right here. In terms of our gear, we have dual spirits. I crafted a nice barb ammi. Otherwise, I just had an amulet with life on it. But we got a +1 barb skills ammi crafted. A lore helm. Still stealth. We never made Lionheart or Smoke or anything like that because we didn't really find any of the runes to do it. So that's just how it goes. Stealth is still fine. We found some Mage Fist. We crafted this coral ring for some light res. We got string of ears that we found, but otherwise just that had that life belt. We have a dwarf right here that we found for a little bit of life and fire absorb. And then we shopped these boots, which are very nice and helpful. Then just some resistance, mana, life. Pretty standard on the charms, nothing too crazy right there. On our offhand, we found Crush Flange. Again, strength or black in a flail would both have been perfectly fine for this offhand right here. We found this and that's good enough. It gives us that 33% chance crushing blow. Black would have been slightly better and we did have the runes for it. So I could have gone back, shopped a 3 open socket flail in normal from far there and then made ourselves a black rune word and it would have been slightly better and totally fine. But I felt totally comfortable just doing this. And then, of course, we made the rhyme shield for the cannot be frozen over here. Yeah, we have our malice from before. We found some blood fist, you know, just kind of some random things that we have lying around. Oh, this is a nice little plus to strength ring. Let's say I did find Ariat's face. I could pop this ring on and now get closer to using it. This is a wand we used earlier. Blah, blah, blah. And then we have our Mercenary. He has strength right here that he's using. And then he also has an insight. So the insight is kind of his main weapon since we need that for shouting. This is for bosses for the crushing blow. We just have a random 28 Coldrez helm. and then just a 4 open socket Gothic plate that we found, and we put some resistances in it for him. This is an extremely budget, like lame looking character right here, but it still works, and that's the thing. That's what I try and prove with these playthroughs is you don't have to have Fortitude and Endariel's Visage and a perfect Cryptic Axe Insight or whatever, right? You can just have like, oh, we needed this, but then we needed more strength to use this, or dexterity, so we put in a perfect Emerald. Like, and it just gave him some resistances because his cold or his light and fire res were just kind of low. And this just made him a lot more survivable. And we could put a perfect ruby in there for a little bit of life. We could put another rune in there for more res. Whatever you want, right? For this helm, we could literally go shop, you know, go to Act 2. And we could find him in Artisans, 3 open socket helm, which would be nice to put stuff. But we could even just look around and be like, okay, what do we have here? We just go back and just do a little bit of Eltic shopping. See what else there is. Bonus attack rating. We could also use a socket quest on you know, one of those if we wanted. 17 to life, cold res 9. I mean, we can just do this back and forth until we find that 3 open socket. And then, of course, from there we can shove whatever stuff we want into that. We can also look at different armors, blah, 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 right? So there's a lot of stuff that can be done to improve, you know, this character. Our armors, our mercenaries' armors, blah, 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 all of this stuff. But the point is, we played through the game, we beat the game, and we were able to do it in this fun sort of way where you're doing stuff like throwing a perfect emerald and Rao rune into a 4 open socket armor, because that's the best thing that we're going to have for the time being for the character to get a little more survivability as we go on. And this is what I love about the game. This is what's so fun to play. And the last note that I really want to make for this character is it really is a lot better now. They added 30% Warcry damage. Additionally, we can get spirits in single player. And the mana cost is now lower for Warcry itself. Warcry. So it's only 25.7 at level 22. So they've lowered the amount of mana cost that it is. And all of those pieces really have helped this character. I mean, even looking at those Baal waves, how much easier it was able to take them down, and just kind of everything through it. It felt like there was definitely a boost in strength, and I enjoyed the place that he was at. He doesn't feel overpowered, of course, but he feels strong enough that he can really do some good damage and be in a decent spot to fight. So I really like the little boost to power that they gave this character. Like I say, just makes it a little bit more bearable. And playing through Hell, it felt like at any point in the game I could stop and kill a group of mobs that were attacking me, rather than before when you were in like Act 4 and 5, it was like just near impossible to kill so many things. So you just always had to kind of run forward. So it feels very good. Yeah, so I'm very happy with it. But that is the Barbarian Let's Play Singer guided playthrough. I hope that you did enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of how your Let's Play is going or has gone. And enjoy your Patriarch Barbarian.
Join my army of the dead.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
2.4 guided playthroughs have to be through Ubers now.
Nope. Peace, YouTube. Have a good one.